House of Senate, it's time this country start behaving like a country that has law, like a country that the country is actually functioning. Ned is supposed to be suspended by now. And we are supposed to be going under the process of Ned leaving office because Ned is not fit for that position. Ned came out to tell us that his wife takes drugs. And this is the same wife he married when she was 17. So, and we all know she was a naive little girl that he married. So how come this girl is not taking drugs under the roof of Ned? This means that Ned, you are the one, I hereby put it to you, are the one that is supplying Regina Daniel with drugs. You are the one that is supplying her with money, because if you want us to believe that Regina Daniel is taking drugs, we are also going to believe that you, which she has admitted, you wanted us to believe. You told us she's taking drugs, and she has admitted that she's taking drugs, which you gave her, which you made her to start taking, because you never came out that when you married a 17-year-old that she was on drugs, that she was taking drugs, which is very, very clear on that part. And now we can understand that you give her drugs for her to be wild. You give her, we all know how a lot of you senator or powerful men behave. You give her drugs maybe to chain her to the bed, to do dirty stuff with her, which she has admitted. So now that Regina Daniels has admitted that she's taking drugs and you are the one that gave her these drugs in the first place, I'm not calling on the House of Senate in Nigeria and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to now sanction you and take you out of office because you are unfit to be in that position. You are a man that gives your wife's drugs to enable them to perform. By a man that gives your wife's drugs so that you will use it against them when they want to leave. Because if a little naive girl as lit you as Regina Daniel can be in drugs, your other wives also, they are on drugs. You are the one giving them. And I know that every reasonable Nigerian would like to ask. You said Ned Nwoko is the one giving his wife drugs. Why? Now let me tell you the reason why he's giving them drugs. When he successfully told them to junkies, they will not be able to live with her. They will be glued to him for life. First, if they are junkies, if they leave him, where will they get the money to continue taking their drugs? So I hereby put it to you, Ned Nwoko, that you are the one giving your wife's drugs so that they cannot leave you, so that they will be glued to you. Or so that even if they want to leave, you will use that same drugs that you have introduced them to against them. You will hold them, you will say, oh, they are drug addicts. You will test them, and then the test will come out positive, which means that, yes, they are really into drugs. I hereby put it to you, Ned, that you are a drug enabler. You yourself, they should check you. Because if you are giving your wife's drugs, it's likely 100% to be that you are also on drugs. If you are giving a little child as Regina Daniel drugs, if she can take drugs under your watch as her husband, it means that you are the enabler. And do not get me started on, oh, our families are the one giving her. Why did the same family not give her drugs before she met you? You also pointed one thing out. She said that it's a star lifestyle. I want to use all the words you said against you. You said Regina Daniel take drugs because she will tell you she's a star. Regina Daniel was already a star before she met you. I've met different teenagers of my life that have taken drugs from 13, from 14. So if Regina Daniel, if you claim to say Regina Daniel is taking drugs because she claimed to be a star, she was already a star before she met when she was 17. And let me tell you, there are 14 years old, 13 years old that take drugs. If she was not taking that drugs before that age of 17 that she met you and married you, how is it now that she's married you that she's not taking drugs? Which points back again to you that you are the one that introduced Regina Daniel to drugs. Because if the same family did not introduce her to drugs when she was a star in her home, before she got married to you, it's 100% certain that you introduced her to drugs to keep a leash on her, to keep a hold on her, to have something against her. So, Ned Nwoko, you are responsible. I'm calling again on the House of Senate to sanction Ned Nwoko, to suspend Ned Nwoko with immediate effect, because, like I said, and I'm repeating, with the fact that is pointing before us, he is unfit to be a senator. Went ahead again to say that, oh, Regina Daniel, you are trying, everything you've stated that you, all of your statement points straight to being narcissist, being a manipulator, being a manipulative man that you are. Because if you are not, you keep pointing that the brother, you put policeman to restrain your wife from going out. All these things, all this statement that you have released is actually against you. You didn't know. You put a police not to allow your wife to go out family members are restricted not to come close to her. That is a manipulator at its peak. That is a man that wants to chase everybody away from the wife so that he will be able to manipulate her successfully without her being helped. That's who you are. That's what your statement is screaming. In case you think we Nigerians, we are dumb, we are not able to read, we are not able to define what is the difference between black and white. We are able to. This is black, this is white. Ned Woko, you are a drug enabler and you need to be checked yourself. That's what men of your caliber do. You look for something to hold people so that they will not leave you. That is what insecure men like you, Ned Woko, does. You look for something to hold them. In this case, you are using drugs to hold your wives so that when they want to go, you will likely threaten them about their children so that, you will use that drug against them. But it's time for the court to do a proper investigation on how this drug thing started, on how all your wives are into drugs. Makes no sense. It means that you are the one giving them so that you can have a hold on them. I rest my case. Nigerians, I leave the rest to you. Let's start reporting Ned. Let's start a petition against Ned so that Ned, we the well-meaning Nigerians, I'm leaving this in your hands. Let's start a petition. Ned needs to be removed out of office. A man, like the rule number one shape of being a ruler is, if you cannot put your household in order, you cannot put other people in order. If you are this heartless, like it was not even up to 24 hours after your wife left that you said she's a drug addict. This means that this is what you have been using to blackmail her. I put it to you, Ned. If it's not up to 24 hours, it's not even up to weeks that you now said, okay, let me let this out. Or she's not saying something against you and you now use. I hereby put it to you that you have been using these drugs to manipulate her. You have been using these drugs to hold her so that she cannot run away. Ned Woko, you are a drug enabler and you need to be sanctioned. Evil men like you, because I know why Nigeria is not talking, why even the justice system, why a lot of them are not talking about this thing, because there are evil men like you all over Nigeria. And let me tell you, karma is coming from each and every one of you, one after the other. Yes. If you can remember what I said at the very beginning of this, that God wants to use Regina to punish you. All the evil, all the innocent blood, all the evil that you have done against people, it's up to here. Now you are going to reap what you sow.